lost the torch.
Hmm.
And the flybash, of course. Thank you for that.
Right
dear
now,
main
I
sword.
really wish I could train the bath jump again, because 3 times I have missed it.
If you guys want to go for like 5 minutes of training or so, you can go for that. But maybe
Actually, I
it will be
don't.
too late to start another run.
Yeah, I'm just good to go to right now.
Same.
Good.
So yeah, my recording is on. It's up to you guys to send me a countdown.
Everyone's ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Silentine?
3, 2, 1, go. Let's see
Okay,
if
my
it
loading
works.
was significantly slower.
Oh, well, not really synced.
Yeah. And I even pressed the wrong button because I'm so used to Olympic Games controls right now that I pressed the wrong verification button.
Oh, that's why. That's why you're a tiny bit behind.
I'm just glad my controller didn't lose connection also midway, because if that happens, because my headphone is plugged to that controller, all the microphone and audio get destroyed and switch back to the default of the laptop for some... Well, if the disconnection is very short, we're back to normal, but if it takes more than 1 second, I need to stop everything and manually change back the microphones everywhere. It's completely broken, basically. All because of a nudge in the cable.
Okay, live split, please work.
Should be good with my live split.
But my sum of best is below
luck.
Valentine's world record now.
My life split it in.
Really? Nice.
Got it.
How much is it?
3 seconds and we have to restart.
Oh, okay.
What? Why?
Because Valentine's auto split didn't work.
Oh, alright. The auto splitter is taking turns. It's taking turns in working for...
Let me try to fix the sync while we are at it. So...
There's still a game reel open, maybe that's why.
I can set the timer.
Okay, that should be a tiny bit better. The sync.
Yeah, I wish there was an easier way to sync.
Yeah,
Doesn't even really matter.
But it should be working now for me.
pretty sure there's something that existed that would, not perfectly, but at least doing that way better than I am. Well, everyone's ready?
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, go! And why am I splitting? It's not now.
Well, the more I restart a new game, the longer the loading takes. It now takes a full second, or maybe 1.2 seconds. I don't know. Maybe there's some memory clogging up? Like, this should not happen with an SSD. Or it's because my computer actually does not have SATA 3, SATA 2 or 1, and has limitations regardless of the SATA 3 SSD.
Idefix. Where are you?
Idefix, où es-tu?
Someone to do that in Spanish or in Italian, maybe?
Idefix.
¿Dónde
¿Dónde
estás?
estás?
Thank you.
I don't even know the Italian
And
though.
now Russia.
Good luck, people.
Did everyone's live split work?
It did.
Good.
And I fell. Nice.
I had a perfect treehouse. Woo!
I had a decent.
Whoa, is that a gold treehouse?
Yes. And then I missed one helmet in the hut. And had to go back.
Mr. Beast plant trees.
What am I doing? Oh, normally I would ask for a restart, but no. Not now.
Not in
Mr.
the first 45 seconds, please, in a race.
Mr.
Oh,
B.
come on!
Mr. Bix. Mr. Bix.
Bix and Wedge from Final Fantasy?
No, Mr. Bix planting 20 million trees in 50 BC. What do you think of that?
Come on!
Who's Mr. Bix?
A parody of somebody else. Can you not guess?
I'm gonna be very annoying, but if we could restart.
What happened?
I was like blocked in the village for like 30 seconds.
Come on,
No, for the
you're
restart.
gonna make up for that time later, don't you think?
30 seconds.
It's a free win in Egypt.
We had reset for less than that, but okay, we can go for that. Sorry about that on the stream.
Everyone shut up again. In the chat. I want your best cheers emote. Wherever you got them from. Oh, I got a nice wall push this time. Like this.
I couldn't. None of them.
Only the first. That got me a 0.6 second. No! Pushing in the wrong direction. So sweet. I love to target the wrong ramen. And to land on top of the tortoise.
Oh, my head right now. Cool.
Probably. I did mess up my fight intro. I got a very decent push.
Ooh, 407. Nice, even though I did a 3-second mistake in the village already.
It's gonna be a 415 or something.
Oh, 406 actually. Nice.
You're so good.
And it was a gold? Wait, what? How? How was that a goal?
Yeah, 416. I didn't do that well.
And then I jumped through the 10 multiplier and nothing happens. Thank you, game. Because why would I even collect something I jumped through, right?
The worst goal that I ever had.
Remember the 7-12 goal we had?
Remember when we still had to
Do the fight?
freaking 70 Romans?
Yeah, and
Worst fight in the entire game.
with random spawning, three spawn points very unlarge, or maybe 4 I think.
Just
Yeah.
now for your
Okay, this push definitely made up for it. 3 perfect pushes. Astérix speedruns without context. How many pushes you got?
I already lost all my time save. Due to minor mistakes.
All I need is the Vikings to not screw me up. We could have more than 4 views. Just that for now, that's I'll work with. And organizing with 4 is already hard enough. But if we get 5 or 6, sure.
That's the idea, by the way. Some of you watching the stream on the Discord and speedrunning this game and haven't.
You know what I...
Yeah. The poll in the Discord. There's a poll about the races, any percent races. So you could all go to the link in announcement. It would be really nice.
Yeah. You know what I really don't like about the Vikings fight? Is that there is some sort of frame rule. Just like Super Mario Bros. When you end the fight, it seems like the game checks only X number of frames when the fight is over.
That's with every single lock in the game, Marty. And it only checks every 2 to 3 seconds. Which makes the difference at the first twister in Egypt, for example. Because that's exactly the 1 second you need to either make it or not.
And it's awful with the new strat with the twister boulder. When you're like waiting at the wheel, like, come on, come on.
Yeah, but that's still safe, at least. Luckily, because we have enough combo bar.
Yeah, you're right, Crown. The hardest thing is to get all of the speedrunners here at the same time. It's the hardest strat. The hardest strat is to get as many people running at once. If you guys saw what happened, how it was organized, Brick the Record Live at ESA, how it was working with Super Mario 64, it was amazing. Like, the top X number of players of Mario 64 were just doing their runs. They could reset anytime they wanted, and the commentators would just show all the posts of everyone, and one bigger than the others, and just choose which one to focus on and commenting. And of course, Cheese beat his 120-star world record out there. It was just a legendary moment.
Well, imagine all 4 of us going to ESA and then we all have a run like the last one.
I would not go back in France. I would stay and like just never come back. Come on, get a torch.
But did I actually wait for too long? So I get my torch goes out, maybe? Please don't tell me that's what happens. Okay, then. Whew.
You're just a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, I lost some time, unluckily.
Open the bridge. I don't think I'm gonna get a good catapult. I really don't think so.
I'm on the catapult now.
Same.
And we're only on average pace, Marty. I mean, your Normandy is definitely faster than mine because... What was your goal time?
I don't remember my best time in Normandy. Because, you know,
No, I mean, what was your goal time now?
my goal time.
Goal.
Ah, goal. No, it was bad. It was wait, hold on. It was 4:16.
Seeing you already caught up with me. We were 10 seconds ahead.
19,999 helmets before collecting the extra.
I missed 2 multipliers, but I still got enough helmets, luckily.
Got 25k here.
26. And I was stuck for a little bit, so you're probably in front of me now.
Jumping out.
I'm burning the keg now.
Now.
Okay. Dogmatix is flying in air with me. Nice. Because he was somehow in the air while I was triggering the cutscene. For a second I thought I didn't collect enough helmets. Because the number went up really slow.
Well, as soon as you collect 4 of them, it's good.
Yeah, I know, but I was confused because the number went up so slow.
Yeah, this Druid. Reminds me of the friend list on the Switch.
Oh, good jump. So I should get it.
Behold everyone, the copyrighted Noxus strat that practically
Oh,
nobody
no.
else than him can do.
Well, I didn't get it this time.
Boom.
The car now.
Cable car, you said?
So Valentine is ahead. Martin, I think, hey, we're pretty good, right? And Valentine is ahead all the time. He just doesn't say anything.
Yeah. He's too quiet.
Well, we are actually 10 seconds behind a good pace.
Well, if my Vikings could get a bit better, but I almost gave up on trying the fast Viking strat. It just is too random.
Yep.
I end up performing just as good, just chaining M with 1 potion.
Triggering the cutscene now.
Now.
Yeah, and Valentine already has it.
Unseen is saying go Nikin.
Oh, Mekan had this problem in the beginning. Oh no, I got so few helmets. Help.
$52k, oh good.
Oh god, I barely got 49 with the extra multipliers.
42, 52.
Oh,
Okay.
Mekan actually caught up pretty well.
Not that much.
I mean, honestly, I take 30 seconds any day instead of the 2 minutes I had to reduce into 1 minute.
True.
Like, if all thing goes well in Greece, I'm gonna be ahead of my time.
Well, I could easily PB if I wouldn't mess up the Helvetia Flybash all the time. Every single time. But with that, my run is already doomed to death right here. Which is very sad. Boom.
Okay,
Oh,
just
no.
4 seconds. I did one sometime again here.
I'm off paste for the Pig Smoke Cave. Nice.
Aw.
One's dead.
Hey, back to average pace. And Marty is only half a second behind me. Woo!
Really? You very caught up to me?
What? I was in front.
I mean, you actually have the internet to look up the stream.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone going to the right. Yes. Woo! Yes, stay there.
Yeah,
We
they
all will be best friends.
consistently do that. They just go to the right and just let me do my stuff.
Oh wait, I'm only 2 seconds behind Valentine. Oh, and he has the best romance.
All of them, almost.
Valentine had problems here.
And Necken is here as well.
Yeah, but it's a very long section.
Yeah, that's why
Probably
we'll
the longest section in the game, right?
Yeah, it's one of the most clogging up section.
Which would be over so fast if we could just push that button.
Oh, I'm actually like 0.5 second faster than my usual times here, according to the musical cue. I don't know how I did this better though. I didn't do anything different.
The longest one is the Helvetia Flybash one. Yeah, actually true.
The
At
longest
least for me.
the longest clog?
Yeah, the longest map. Let's say it like that. Map section.
Hmm. No, they got close to the fire because I missed. No! Get out, get away from the fire.
Take the second torch and blow them away. Magic torch and blow them away.
Yeah, but I usually always take the second potion right away. But the thing is, instead
Why
of
would you?
because for safe. And the thing is, instead of targeting the tortoise, my dash automatically targeted the centurion instead. We all complain about XXL3 having auto aim, but this game already had it.
Yeah, at least not as terrible as XXL3, but yeah.
Because I'm still waiting to say one from you.
I understood nothing because my slide is too loud. Sorry.
You will do a extra 3-1 someday still, even though you don't like it.
And
Maybe.
I really don't know when I'm gonna go back to XXL3.
And I'm done with the slide now.
Yeah, you're.
I'm not beginning the slide now.
I'm last. I'm last this time. But I'm telling you guys, this is not gonna last forever.
You're not last, Marty.
I'm not last, I'm last.
But I just finished my slide.
Yeah, I'm still
And
on
he
the
started it.
Ah. I thought you had it finished. Sorry.
Okay, now I can check if Valentine has a longer or shorter jumping animation than I have. Because we're almost the same pace. No, it's the same. Luckily.
It's 20 over 3.
Well, I have an 04.
Mine's gonna be bad. Probably like 2018. That's right, 2018. So yeah, I lost 11 seconds on that sub-split.
And I'm almost dead, because these heights don't work at all! You just can't hit anybody with these heights. I hate the beginning of Grease. Yeah, I'm almost dead. I will probably die within the fight. Now that I'm having great spawns. Okay, I didn't die good. The Valentine is ahead now because my fight
Okay,
was not
done
that
with the
good.
fight.
And my TARDIS is really slow because of my controller isn't used to being that sensitive.
Almost quitted the game by accident. Almost.
Huh.
I had a fast TARDIS, nice.
TARDIS success.
Back to Marty's death point.
So I've won 4 seconds back.
Oh god, I probably won't have enough helmets again to go for the Obélix fly bash in Helvetia. Not even close. What happened? I love the random numbers of the helmets. That is just RNG how many you get. I love that so much. It's great. Yeah, Valentine gaining more and more time.
I'm pulling the rock.
I jumped off it right now.
Just did. Yes. No.
Oh, I forgot to get the extra helmets. God damn it, I will have to do Helvetia slow again, even if I don't mess up the flybash for some reason.
Well, remember, there's some extra free helmets at the end of grids. Helmets you cannot miss.
What am I doing right now? Why am I... This is bad, right? Okay. I accidentally used the wheel pad again.
Oh,
Almost made it so it switches back to Astérix, but luckily it didn't. Okay, got all of them. Was confused for a second. Goddammit. What the hell? How did Valentine just save about 15 seconds? In that one fight, that is 30 seconds long.
you feel like you're real thinking now?
What the hell?
We have some good spawns, probably.
I'm having terrible spawns here. Yeah, Valentine already won. Basically.
No! Okay, I'm dead.
I'm so close to dying here right now.
Oh, you fell into the lava. Oh, that's...
That's so sad.
Sorry for your heroes.
Nah, but it's really understandable.
If my run wasn't already dead, it is now.
Wow.
Well...
My run is still in a good shot, so I don't think I'm gonna add it
Yeah...
just yet, but...
Necken is the only one in a position to actually reset. Obélix was helpful for once. What the hell happened? And then my controller messed up, and it didn't help anything. Thank you.
Almost died.
Obélix kept the gladiator away from the fire, and then my controller stopped in the middle of the water.
I was so close to dying. 3 health points because of those horrible lions and gladiators. They just do not want me to push them.
Yeah.
And for the second time today. The easiest threat in the game, and yet,
Did you miss that earlier as well?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see who joins Necken first.
Even if you do a big mistake, you would be ahead of me.
Don't worry, I will fail Flybash and Helvetia 10 times, and then I will fall off the bridge again. And then I'm in your pace. Then you're probably ahead of me. Oh, and don't forget that Obélix will mess up that elevator now.
Clear the elevators.
Okay, Obélix, don't fail me. Oh yes, Obélix does something! Obélix being helpful! Woo.
So you're on the same pace as me right now. Maybe exploding the keg?
Yeah,
Boom.
I'm a little ahead of you. Did you also get the fast elevator?
No, I'd never go for that.
How did you make up time then?
I don't know.
Way slower strat.
It's not like we are losing 10 seconds.
Well, the not going my way loses more than 10 seconds, so
Yeah, but it's so risky.
that's why I always... Not really. Obélix has to mess up really hard for it not to work, but I mean it's Obélix, so...
Obélix was a little bit late. I almost got a soft lock here. Like, it was so late, he actually forced the music to change again. So I don't have the cave sound here.
I'm doing a lot of tiny mistakes now. A lot of movement mistakes.
I'm okay, I guess.
And I'm talking to the spy now.
Now in about split. And wow, I'm ahead by 7 seconds. Wait, no, wait,
Okay.
no. Wait, it's still a plus, no. I'm late by 7 seconds, but I caught up 3.74 seconds on that split.
3.74 seconds. Why would you even show it as detailed as that?
I didn't turn on the process of rounding down numbers I just read. My head is too focused on playing.
I'm always afraid of Obélix not moving there now, just because it happened to me once.
Still don't know how you managed to do that.
I have no idea, I didn't do anything. Okay.
Oh my god, I fell into the death pit.
You did?
Yeah.
Can
Oh.
you please be quiet for about 20 seconds now, so I can hear the noise? Okay, thank you. I did it.
Same.
Don't know where to get back the passive lock.
Oof, violent
You
nice.
have to get back to the 25.
No, it will crash his game if he does that.
Why?
Well, that's how it
Why
happened
would
with
it?
Nakin's run on Bola Run.
I remember.
That's how we crashed.
No. The problem with him was something else. It was,
We backtracked and that's why we crashed. Because because-
No.
We need,
The problem was
you
that he
need to all
used
the
the
way.
cable car again. And that got Obélix stuck.
Oh.
Clue where to go. I think
You
it's gonna
should
wait
go
and
for
come back.
the-
Oh
for
my
the
God,
old
what am I
strat.
You're
doing?
too far, but you can go back already at
Yeah.
Valentine.
We do the elevators.
You need to
I'm
go where's the where
You
you
just
died.
need to get until where the gate exploded before the 25. That's all.
Okay.
And don't use the cable car, please.
the gate explode before the 25. Oh yeah, you have to roll back so far.
Yeah,
Isn't
I'm
it
not
just-
sure if you can also get the lock of the library fight again. I don't know, actually.
Isn't it
He
just
needs
better
to
to
go for-
just finish casually?
No, but he needs to go for the
No.
old strat, the old passive lock.
That one would be slower as well. Actually. If you wouldn't have walked too well.
Dying in a
behind.
lion pit is one of the worst, actually. Greece has actually
It's the
Greece has the worst time loss by fails.
No, Helvetia has. With
Yeah.
Helvetia, you actually have to travel all the way back to the beginning of the big bridge. If you die somewhere behind that, you lose partly about 4 to 5 minutes, depending on where you die.
Yeah, my game didn't crash, so yes.
So far I'm actually on a pretty good pace. If this run finishes, oh my god, I'm on a good pace.
Totally thought I was already done with free snow, and now I'm at the freaking death pit.
My time for Greece is
I'm gonna tell you.
34:14.
It's gonna be 34... 22. And I'm ahead by 24 seconds.
On your PV?
Yeah. I knew that was gonna come.
It's the run. Live in front of 100%. Martyste.
Oh god, no, stop! Okay. Whew.
And I just got one of my best 100 fight.
Same.
Twice
Like-
in a row, Noxus.
Yeah.
Probably
that one
got
was
like
actually way better than the last one.
5 or 6 seconds one here. Like, I managed to make the magic potion last until up to the 5th left Roman. I was about to get the 3 crates destroyed by the end of it. Too good.
Well, Marty, are you ready to be in front, ahead of everyone when the Helvetia Flybash comes? That's actually the only trick right now I'm scared of. Because I know that I have a huge time to lose.
I used to be very scared of it too.
The bridge.
God, my live combo bar is so low actually.
I managed to save mine, so I'm good. It could be a 6. You could have it by a 6 and it still works.
Come on, come on, come on, spawn fast.
Mine spawned very fast, but I missed one of them.
And I lost the fire because of absolutely nothing. And now I will lose my Flybash, right? Yeah, of course. Thanks for bugging around, game. I hate you as well. If that's 3 or 4, I actually don't know. But I have to get my Flybash now anyways.
Please no.
So Marty's the only one with a run that doesn't suck heavily, okay. All due to this stupid little bug here.
Drop. Excellent. So yeah, it's on a very good pace.
Oh right, I have to go slow again because I don't have enough helmets! I forgot! Yeah, well.
This might be my run tonight.
I hope that at least you could get a PB. And not a total mess up like all of us.
My return after August.
I didn't say you should beat me, okay? I said PB. I even lost my Flybash. Why? I did the safe strat and lost the Flybash, of course. Ugh, well, I opened the match and this, even though I didn't bought the combo, yeah. Welcome back to Slow Percent.
Slow percent. Should be an official category by now. Should be the category where there should be like 20 runners. I wish quarantine runs wasn't lost to time. I wish I had it saved somewhere. Because it is with my runs one of the oldest, and he is the person who discovered Flybash. He's not back at it anymore.
Well, so I have to do the L strat, no? The Ali strat. Because I don't have Flybash.
I maced it. Expectedly. I missed it twice! No good.
Come back and see me anytime.
Yay, I'm through the cable car! Woo!
Ready?
Yes, because I lost my flybash.
Cable car deployed.
Oof, third time is the charm.
How many tries do you have on your PB?
1 or 2. That's probably like 30 seconds down the drain. I'll take that, I'll take that.
Well, we're almost the same pace now again, Marty.
With a good Egypt, you're still on pace to do a PB.
I don't know if I should be happy or extremely sad that I can theoretically PB as well still.
Hmm.
Since you're so mad at yourself. So.
Well, now is coming the worst.
But at least Noxus, that means like if you get the run, it would be like legendary for you. Like, if everything goes well.
Well, I mean, I am theoretically able to do a 1:12:32, but I just never have the
1:12:29.
RNG for that, and I'm messing up too much. Obélix, where are you?
Why do I get a
Obélix!
first try fly bash on this run? Come on.
You've got to be kidding. I couldn't even make it to the fence because Obélix took 10 seconds to respawn. I have to get the cable car again in
Oh,
2
no.
rounds.
The landscape.
Thanks, RNG. Who was it who said that there is no RNG in this game? SPQR, right?
I don't know.
There is RNG, but like
Fly bashing.
But like a ton, yeah.
no, I don't know how to say that. Like in very specific places.
Well, okay, I can't PB anymore. That's definitely off limits now.
I do have a nice visual cue now to jump out as Obélix. I wait until the crates are out of my view. And I'm guaranteed to jump right at the end of the water.
Marty, sorry, you just got pulled.
Already? Let me remind you, I lost about 30 seconds. Because I'm
Don't
also
compare to
cursed.
us. We all are cursed. Believe me, at least today.
I
Valentin
did
isn't when he
8!
runs alone,
I
but
think I did 8 jumps.
8?
8 water
What,
jumps.
Oh, neat. What? I fell through the bridge.
Through the bridge.
I entirely slid off the bridge, even though I was on it. How is that even possible? Okay, this is actually
And
the biggest bullshit I've ever seen.
I'm still 19 seconds ahead because the new bridge skip strats made up for my failed flybash attempts. I'm still 19 seconds ahead. The current pace is 1:14:12.
And you still have a lot of time to save in Egypt with the new strats.
Yeah, I'm probably going for 1:13 tonight.
Don't you even dare.
Did more today. I even failed the gate skip.
Well, I just fell through the bridge. And now I'm only back at the bridge again. So I lost 1.5 minutes to a bug.
Like you said before, like at least one person is having a good run.
Yep, at least Marty can still PB. Even though it's not a good PB maybe, but... Maybe I should just use the boat. Because this is dead anyways.
Oh my goodness, this was too good. The two ski launching Romans landed on top of the wheelbar, so I killed both of them in like 2 bashes, and they instantly built the 2/3 of my combo bar. One of the best outcomes you can get. This is basically the RNG you want to see in a TAS. This is too good.
I should have just started practicing Harry Potter today instead.
Which Harry Potter game though?
Either 4 or 5. I think I will start with 4.
Oh yeah.
Goblet of Fire.
I wonder if I would be even remotely good with Harry Potter 2 on a PS2. Because I loved that game as a kid.
No, I can't really...
But I still have PTSD of the perfects and the stealth sections. Huge PTSD of that.
I can understand.
Half the game is stealth.
No, I don't really get attached to 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't like the style very much.
I do prefer 1, 2, 3, even though I didn't play 3 much. 1, 2 are like very close to my heart.
Well, the thing with 4 is, 4 is an awful game, but it's so awful it's great again.
Like in speedrun with all the glitches.
Oh, interesting.
No, even to play casually.
Okay.
As a kid I got stuck.
That you have to love it.
As a kid I got stuck in that game. On one of the levels you have to make a certain spell on a tower. Like a spell that turns your enemy into bats or something. As a kid I'd never managed to complete that level and I got stuck here and never played the game again since then. It's been 12 years. Yeah, I'm not kidding, it's been 12 years. Completing the cheese level.
Well, I'll be jumping over the death pit in about 5 seconds. Why did I beat them? I was just extremely brain dead, okay. But well, Neck and you're not last anymore.
Yeah, no.
Your luck has run out now, Spy.
And Valentine will make up all the time in
Yeah.
Egypt anyways, so...
It's not even that far. And you're not even that far compared to me.
Are you Nikin?
You got a good push, acceptable push, let's say it like that.
We're like all in the same section.
Hey, welcome Alice to the Astérix
Alice!
speedruns.
But it's
Hey,
all-
I had to use your strat in Helvetia, Alice. Because I messed up my flybash.
But isn't it supposed to be Stinkix strat? No?
No, it's
No,
Alice's. Alice found it.
Yep.
And I'm 28 seconds ahead of my split, and this is a new gold. By, I don't know much, but my new sum of best is 112.27.
You saw that? Okay. Nice.
Now, time to maybe not mess up the bridges. That'd be sweet. The last hard thing in Helvetia.
I was about to say that this shows that not only noobs can use Alice's strat, but also pros, and then I realized I'm the biggest noob of all time, so...
Okay, got through. with always a bit of a hesitation. Oh, and welcome Vigadiums as well to my chat. Yeah. Also, yeah, remember you can watch the Astérix speedruns to see all of the point of view as at once, and I can also read the I can also read the Astérix speedruns chat. You can read the both of them. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with what the run looks like so far.
When was the last time there were like four stream of XXL at the same time?
2 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Me, Noxus, Anthony, and Yanni.
Yeah, the race.
I want Anthony back.
Yeah, I want him to.
I know I've been saying that for more than 2 years now, but I want Anthony back.
It was so great. I mean, at some
And he
point
found
he
so
was
many strats.
dominating. Yes, he found so many of the new strats, and because of that, he had so many world records.
Yep.
He was the one who pulled the game back from 145 to 133 and 127.
And 120.
Yeah.
And 118. And then he vanished.
Well, when it came to 118, it was your turn now. It was your new second reign of supremacy, and with 118, then you got the... Well, it was between you and me, and the last time I was seen with a world record was 1443 last August.
No, that's the reign. Valentine.
Yeah.
And now
just
it's
finished.
the decade of Valentine.
Wait until Valentine gets a run on OG, and it would be the end of time.
I
Can
don't
I
think...
Switch now? Thank you.
I don't think I'm about to take second place, Clan Seeker, because there's still somebody who is in 113 something. I think it's Simaf.
Seamuff,
Yeah.
And me, basically, but I didn't upload that run because it's the worst I ever had. Second worst now I ever had. I actually had a worst run after that.
It only depends if I can beat Simaf. Or not. Or I'll be third place.
Well, you're on a very good pace for that at the moment.
Hoping for the best in Egypt. "30 seconds ahead, and that's another gold."
Well,
But
yeah, I should be done with with Helvetia now, but I'm only now at the slide. So I will lose almost 2 seconds. 2 minutes. Yay! Naked at me being 2 minutes behind. Woo! Woo!
Could you tell me when you finish slide?
Okay. I'm a bit ahead of you, I can tell.
Yeah. But I want to know how far away.
Ground Seeker is Seamuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost forget about that. Every single time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
always forget about
what?
that.
Oh yeah, I forget as well.
Seamuff actually on invincibility mode here.
Yeah.
Invisible mode.
So tell me, Simaf, what is your current best time?
I think it's 1:13:43 for him.
And I'm done with slide.
Oh yeah, oh sorry, I forgot. And my catapult starts now.
Oh. Okay, like 5 seconds. 6, 7.
We have
Yeah,
to
at least
hurry
I'm
up.
also very grateful for that strat, because otherwise I would have still had to do the fly bash,
Is
which
that
I would have failed 4 times then.
Is that double twister, Marty?
Yes!
Oh, potion.
Yeah, 2 minutes behind.
It was very clutch though. More clutch than before. Which proves me that before it was not so clutch. If this Egypt goes well, I'm really getting a good PB. And after that, what will make or break a run is simply to not fail. The Helvetia Flybash. The infamous Helvetia Flybash. If Summoning Salt ever does a video about world record progression about this game, there'll be a huge part talking about the Helvetia Flybash.
Valentine going crazy because he's not used to that pace anymore. Or ever, shall I say, because he was always faster than that.
Phew. 50 seconds ahead. What the hell? I'm on a 1:13:41 pace.
Egypt effect.
I might get second place actually. At this rate, I might get second place.
Focus on the game.
17 lap? How?
Whoa, okay, I got
And
this.
they're not respawning. Great. Thanks for nothing, game again.
Actually, at the last keg, I was ahead of CMAF by 20 seconds. Crazy. My Egypt is so good now. It has never been so good. All because I just decided to keep a save file.
That's right, you're going for Valentine, not Sima. Okay, and I died.
Killing those free Romans is so consistent now. You died?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is your chance, Valentine.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, no, Valentine is actually still way farther behind.
Ah,
I'm at the
So I'm just the most ahead person.
yeah, definitely.
How long I've waited for this?
Even if you messed up for like 2 minutes, you would be ahead. It's your time to shine.
What did it cost?
Everything.
Behold, I never watched any Avengers thing.
I'm more thinking about the is it a Waluigi meme?
Oh, wah!
I won, but at what cost?
I wanna. Wah, Luigi time! We passed the 1 hour mark.
Only about 2 minutes, 45 seconds behind. Whoa.
Dead troops.
How did I get stuck on the army, even though I was in front of it? Okay, thanks.
I love how I consistently do the exact same fight against the pirates. Like always, the exact same hits.
Every time that I see you do that, I'm like, it's unoptimized, don't do that. Going for the
Maybe.
pirate instead of going for the first one that I see. On
Yeah,
the
I
map.
don't know why you always choose to get so slow, Marty, there.
The freaking trap.
If you get just a tiny bit on the left, you can get 2, and then you can go for the other one near to the tent.
I don't know, maybe that would require some safe state training on that point.
I think if you try that like 2 or 3 times, you will need it. It's not that
I need to
difficult.
see how you guys do it first. Because, well, I've done that like so many times so far. It would be sweet if I get the shield. Yes. There's still one thing to mess up. And that's a 200 Romans fight. It is historically for me a bad moment in my run. The very first speedrun died in that place. Ah, we're losing a few seconds of time here? Yeah, we only lost 4 seconds. I didn't do an amazing split here, apparently.
I love when they attack while they are still in the yellow state, orange state.
Hmm.
I love that so much.
Yeah, they just like skip their animation. They go straight to it. Ha
Right.
ha ha! I'm gonna have PTSD one day of the harder sounding Romans hitting you. Ah.
I did fail twice, Twister Boulder today. Nice.
How?
Every time in a different word that I didn't know.
Serious question. How?
Like when you do not align the 2 Romans near the wheel first, and the other time when
Yeah, you
fail
have to align them to get some
you
good
fail to
RNG
do
out there.
the twister fast enough on the fight before.
Let's go, Obélix. Next objective, 200 Romans.
By the way, like I said on your previous stream, Marty, you should do the strat from CMF on the keg with the boulder. It's such an easy strat.
Keg with a boulder?
Yeah, when you light up the keg and there's a boulder running down the hill,
A boulder running down the hill.
destroying a metal fence.
I cannot imagine. I cannot see what you mean.
I know he's past that, but
I also don't know why you always beat them up entirely.
Yep.
Because that makes no sense whatsoever. You
Oh.
push them out of the way, the keg is free, and then you start punching them to death.
Ah, this part.
Yep.
Well, they usually
Also,
mess up
in
with
the
me
first
too
fight
much.
in Greece, you sometimes just hit the long guys until they're dead, all of them. Even though you could just grab them, throw them away.
Ah, nice. I got 2. I could hit 2 turtles at once.
Noxus, you're like a boat ahead of me now.
Yeah, great.
Ooh, this is a nice push. Insta twister. Yes! This is gonna be a huge time save.
Going for the fly bash.
If I have the fly bash.
just remember to land on the third elevator, and that the army you need to jump on, you have to jump on it when the spears are at their lowest, okay?
If I have the fly bash until that point, because so far I've always
definitely
lost
should.
it.
You will definitely have it. Just go for the fight and hit one. And then the order of the...
I don't have it.
Well, you didn't go for it. You just ran past the Romans.
Yeah, you should. At that place, you should go to the right directly.
You just ignored the Romans, and we could have kept your fly bash.
What? I didn't mean to twist her! I wanted to power hammer.
Yeah, you're in twister.
Okay.
Nice time loss. Just don't fall down, okay?
Yeah.
So sweet. I've seen better sides of beef being run over by a combine. Yeah, the Egypt's beginning was good, but I kinda mess up at the end. Maybe a little bit too much pressure.
Races and streams are just
So basically, I had
terrible conditions.
Basically, I had to run for the Romans of the fight, right? To hit them,
Yes.
to refresh my... Okay.
Yep. And even
Just
if
once.
even if you run out of combo, you're not losing time going to the left right after that. Right, or
So
half a
right.
second.
Yeah. It'd be sweet if I had one Roman left at the, you know, at the 200 fight, so I could bash him right away.
Yeah, but even like that, if you try it once, you're going to see it. It's really easy.
So best possible time is still 1:13:11. My health is good. No need to worry about it. Nothing in this slide should put me to death. Okay, the boulder did not slow me down, so excellent. Oh, I hit the boulder again, the one that killed me the other day. I went so fast that it didn't have time to go forward. He loves to go forward with his towers.
Oh, come on.
To lame your boar.
No, do not kill me. Do not kill me.
I like how there's a small path, small connection between two games I like a lot. Astérix XXL and Age of Empires 2. They are next to each other in alphabetical order, and we have boars, both of them. Extra careful. Sois attentif.
Going for the fly dash. And I died. Nice.
Really? Oh, with the army, yeah. That one is so deadly.
I'm really glad this is recorded. Sadly, I cannot record in a higher frame rate than the one using for streaming.
You can actually.
I can't. It's 30 FPS just like my... Unless it's a different OBS that does that.
Yeah, Marty, you're currently 15 seconds ahead of Yeaaaah as it seems. 15 to 20.
We lost 10 seconds.
So the good thing about Valentine being an absolute god in this game is that he pushes all of us to our limits.
And Valentine is ahead of me now.
Oh, what happened again?
Yes! First try.
On the elevator?
On the ROM skip.
On the tortoise, because Obélix trolled me.
Oh. Hey, I got the boar with Obélix. Boar dash.
So PB for me confirmed. We got the ROM skip first try.
Yeah, okay, great.
It wasn't my day.
Oh yeah, we lost 10 seconds because of the stupid twister. Whoa, missed the button. Split second.
Yep, Adrian is. Second place goes back to him. So I'm fourth now, hey! Now I'm off the leaderboard as well. Awesome!
Don't
Even
think
with
for
my
me.
new stupid PB.
What am I doing?
Oh, is it comparing against my goals right now? This is why it says plus all the time? Ah, possibly. Okay, I'll have to see that in replay. When I entered the Caesar cutscene, I was taking knockback from pushing the door, and the knockback on Astérix lingered until I took back control on him. And this is it, boys. 113.27.
GG.
GG.
Save successful. So I'm assuming I was comparing against my best times. And my new sum of best is 112.05. Like, so close to WR.
What's your sum of best, Martyste?
11:52.
Is 3 seconds better.
Faster than world record.
So that means me and Noxus are, again, on a very close score. Okay, now I've pulled up the good comparison again. So I don't know since when I did press 4 or 6 on my numpad to switch comparison, but now it shows the correct ones. And
Great, Elise. Now I have Jack Sparrow in mind as he says, drinks for all!
I just kept on gaining more and more time. On boat skip, I was 19.5 ahead. Snowman 28 seconds, Elvicia and 30 seconds. Fire skip 50 seconds. Oh well, boat hopping is a small a small drawback to 46. But then defeat 200, 1 minute. Egypt 1 minute 5 seconds. Rom 1 minute 5 seconds. 1 minute 5 seconds.
Bye Julius.
Yeah. You're so depressed.
It's like you said, Marty, your early game was already pretty good, and you had a lot of time to take
Yeah,
it.
it's the end game who was very sloppy in my PB.
Now you have it.
Can't believe we're pushing the game so far. think I did deserve this sip of orange juice.
Hey,
But that's like that. That's like that every time. Actually, we stick around the same pace. Say it's hardly possible for anyone to get way faster. Then anybody goes way faster, and suddenly everybody else is at the pace.
Yeah.
Every single time.
It's always like that, indeed. Between you and me, when we were grinding for world record, bloody hell, every time. But no, 114 is never gonna be possible.
Yeah.
I swear we
Okay.
can quote something like that.
actually, there's 2 people with a new PB today.
Adrien did a PB?
No, Jean-Pierre did a PB in 80%.
Oh yeah, he did. How much did he? Oh, how much is his time?
115
Okay.
something.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
getting close.
Oh yeah, I did knew already.
And hey, I have a 116.04. Whoa.
Whoa. What? You did complete 2 runs today?
Yeah, but how? With 2.5 minutes time loss each. That's not really completing a run.
So yeah, it shows 113 in the in-game time. Exactly as much as my 0 Druid 0% complete save. So, well, just saying that for the YouTube video. Thanks everybody for watching this, and hopefully you guys get the chance to see more of that fun stuff, more attempts to beat our PBs. See you next time, YouTube.
Bye!
Bye, Martyste.